All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick's Around the Power. So we've got a pretty interesting story for you guys today. You guys might be familiar with this guy, the Iranian Hawk. So the Iranian Hawk has put up a post on Instagram a day ago with a pretty interesting announcement. So Sahad Garabi announced that he's going to be accepting his first professional fight from a Brazilian fighter before 2020. More updates to come via international mass media. For any inquiries, please contact IranianHawk@gmail.com. I'm ready for the challenge. So this is interesting because I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with who this is. There's been a lot of videos done on the fact that he appears to Photoshop a lot of his pictures and really structure himself in these photos to make him look like this really oddly proportioned beast because of the fact that obviously he has a lot of body fat, but in these photos, he has a crazy V-taper, and just the way that he's built just seems extremely unusual. And the proportions that he has, the wideness of his shoulders and the wideness of his upper body compared to how small his waist is in these photos, it's made for a lot of interesting videos and a lot of interesting speculation about this guy and about what he really looks like in person, because it's so hard to tell because these photos look so warped and so unnatural. So it's going to be interesting to see him actually fight in an MMA fight, which is probably going to be live streamed or on some kind of live broadcast where he can't Photoshop or go in after the fact and do some post-production editing and make himself look any better. So we're going to see what he actually looks like. So that's one interesting aspect of him actually fighting, is we're going to see what his physique actually looks like in an MMA ring. Now, the other interesting thing about this was that in late 2018, there was another rumor about the Iranian Hawk possibly pursuing an MMA fight with another guy that's kind of within the same realm as him. That is Martin Ford. Martin Ford, the former 5% nutrition athlete, one of the tallest bodybuilders ever, covered in tattoos, massive. And that would have been an interesting fight to see. And there was a lot of talk and rumors and speculations and videos made about that particular fight, which never ended up coming to fruition. So I'm curious to see if this announcement holds any more weight than that last one, and if this fight is actually going to happen and who it's going to be with, I think is going to be the more interesting thing. Because I'm assuming the reason that they picked Martin Ford the first time around is they wanted someone that was going to be a fair fight, or at least a similar size to the Iranian Hawk. And the Iranian Hawk reportedly stands about 6'2" tall, with a reported body weight of 175 kilograms or roughly 385 pounds. So whoever his opponent is, this Brazilian guy that he's going to be fighting, would have to be a pretty big guy. I mean, 6'2", 385, it's pretty massive, and I'm pretty sure that's why they picked Martin Ford the first time around, because Martin Ford was much taller than him, so that's the only reason why his weight would be close to what the Iranian Hawk's weight was. So whoever they pick, it's going to be an interesting choice. But regardless of who he ends up picking as his opponent, I think it's going to end up being quite the spectacle, again, just from the sheer size of this guy. And he's garnered quite the social media following with 440,000 followers on Instagram. And just the sheer size of this guy, seeing him trying to move around in an MMA octagon and try to fight should be quite the interesting thing to watch. So as soon as we find out more information about who he's fighting and when the fight will be exactly, of course, I will keep you posted on this channel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this. Do you think he photoshops his pictures? Do you think everything's legit? Do you think this fight will actually happen? Who do you think his opponent will be? Do you think he will be prepared for an MMA fight in terms of having the stamina or the move set to really go the distance with someone that actually, does that? So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.